I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm a coach who helps people throughout their career. It can be with workplace issues, hiring more effectively, managing and leading, job search. You know, I've worked in recruiting for more than 40 years, filled more than 1,200 full-time positions, and now I coach. No involvement with recruiting anymore. And someone wrote to me with a great scenario. I just want to walk you through. I had a very good phone interview for an executive level position and was told at the end of the interview that the next steps would include an assignment. I've had interviews in the past where I've been given extensive assignments and never got the job. In one case, someone who got the position told me that my work product from the interview, the ideas and the final product, was being used as templates for this newly created position. Given this, I feel inclined not to waste my time and just withdraw from the rest of the interview process. So they're looking for my opinion about this. Now, I want to start by saying, on the one hand, I've recommended auditions to employers. On the other hand, I also understand that I'm not a believer in free consulting. Number one is, you should be paid for your work. But you have to assess what's being proposed to you. And ask yourself the question, is this really free consulting? To me, that's the biggest issue I have with all of this, is the free consulting element of this. So with credit to the Muse in Harvard Business Review, a couple of ideas. Number one, understand the general goals and expectations that they have of you. Number two is ask for data to work with. So basically, to understand the assignment, you don't want to work from scratch on everything, right? You want to see if they can provide you with some basic data, to which I'll add in, you don't want to do such a huge project that it looks like they are getting free consulting. So you have to proactively assess the amount of time that's involved. And in responding, basically say, I'm not going to do a full-blown project for you because frankly, I have other work to do. I've got a family, I've got responsibilities, and you're not paying me anything for it. Or if you are paying me, it's something nominal. So we can debrief afterwards, but I'm going to give you the main points and have a discussion about the details, maybe. So that's the launch point for a lot of this. And to go further, it's really looking at the amount of time that's involved. HBR says no more than 2 hours of work with this. You also want to know whether they're going to use your information. Now, one thing I know about employers in cases like this is they're rarely truthful. So if you're doing this or having this proposed to you, I would prefer you have this proposed to you after you've actually met with them, so you can see them look you in the eye and talk about this and see whether they're blowing smoke at you. The last thing I want you to include in your personal assessment of this is there's something that you can learn from all of this. Now, for lower level positions, I could see, for example, in technology, a coding assignment, as long as it didn't look like it was something that could be usable by the employer, where it was not related to their industry, maybe related to yours, and you weren't revealing anything proprietary from your organization. The non-proprietary information, true at all levels, but think of it from the standpoint of how much time are you going to have to do this for no pay? And if it smells like free consulting to you, if it looks like free consulting to you, and they have the expectation that it's good, that you're going to do in-depth work, take a pass. Just politely say, this looks like free consulting to me. I'm concerned about that, where you're expecting me to invest a lot of time to prove to you that I'm capable. Why don't you just have a conversation with me and propose scenarios and what ifs with me? And I'm sure you could piece it together from that. And that would go into more detail. Lastly, one other option you can propose to them, and that is the idea that you do it in their offices and suggest to them that everyone do it in their offices. Maximum 1 hour project where the result of it will be obvious that it's not something that's usable by them. And frankly, being able to work under pressure with resources available to you, far more beneficial to them than you going home working for hours on something Again, I'm not a believer in these long projects. That's free consulting to me. Don't do it. Hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman. Visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us, where I've got a ton of information in the blog that can help you with your search, with your career, with hiring, a whole host of things. Also, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, at the site there's a button that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call. Schedule time to have your questions answered from me. There's a lot of options that I offer to people. And I must also say I do resume and LinkedIn profile critiques. I realize I have to add that onto the site. But no matter, I'd love to help you and schedule time with me. Lastly, subscribe to my channel on YouTube by clicking the small icon in the lower right or the picture of me in the upper left, and you can get notified whenever I release something new, and you can watch me on TV. If you've got a Fire TV or Fire Stick, download the app called JobSearchTV. That's 3 words, JobSearchTV. Or if you have an Apple TV or Roku or like Sony, Samsung, 90 TV types, download an app called BingeNetworks.tv. You can watch me there. Have a great day and take care.